Hello, everyone. We are here today to discuss the case of the unmanageable star performer. We have Stephen, who's the head of South Asia and Middle East business, and we have Vijay, who leads the Mumbai office. Vijay was specifically scouted for this role to expand the firm's presence in India and has proven his worth by delivering exceptional results. The company is performing better than the competitors. However, there is a high employee turnover. With passing quarters, there are more employees who are working under Vijay that are leaving the company. So, when Stephen visits Mumbai, he decides to understand the situation better and has a meeting with all the co workers of Vijay. He receives mixed opinions about Vijay. All of them appreciate and acknowledge the fact that Vijay is the driving force of the company. It is where it is because of Vijay and the way he works. However, a lot of them find it unpleasant to work with him. They are not quite satisfied with the work style of Vijay and feel pressurized with it. So we are going to discuss now as to if Stephen should discuss about this when he meets Vijay over the dinner. Aparna has actually suggested to avoid having the discussion and just proceed with the client meeting. So let us see what all of you think about it. What should Stephen say to Vijay over the dinner? First, Prasita, can we hear what you have to say?
Yeah, sure. So, my standing on this issue is that it is important to bring up the topic of employee dissatisfaction during Stefan's dinner with Vijay. I am sure that Vijay, with all the effort that he has put into this company, would have been a well appreciated employee for the work that he has done for the company and the growth that he has shown. But his problems causing issues to other employees are as much important as this and definitely need to be discussed. The way that he will be taking the criticism says a lot about this person, Vijay. So, just because he would take it in the wrong way, I don't think it is proper to avoid this conversation as a whole. Also, a core idea that I would like to suggest is that the wellness of the entire group or a huge number of people should be chosen over the wellness or wellness of one person. For the sake of Vijay, all of these employees should not have to face consequences in their workplace. As a good human and leader and employee, Vijay must be able to take the criticism constructively and improve his ways. Uh, but in order to uh, keep the conversation as smooth as possible, what Stefan can do is that he can soft launch the topic. I am doubtful or not. I am doubtful whether this will affect Vijay's reaction or not. But the most that Stefan can do from his side, in order to be true to his role, is that he should try his best to bring up the topic as softly and non-confrontationally as possible. He must start by appreciating Vijay and saying how much Vijay's work is valued by the company and how much his achievements have helped the company. And after stating this, he can move on to this particular topic, which is sensitive when discussed with Vijay. If Vijay feels appreciated and valued, I think that he might actually consider the criticism in a positive way and change the wrong behavior about him. Theoretically, I think that this problem takes us back to Goldman's emotional intelligence model, where self awareness and empathy are core leadership competencies. Vijay is in a leadership role, and he needs to have that self awareness that what he is doing is affecting his team. Also, uh, uh, when we look at Stefan's approach on this, he must exhibit Goldman's another skill, which is social skill, to navigate this dinner in an effective way. This is my opinion.
All right, Prasida. Thank you. Jatin, what do you think about it?
Yeah. My approach, the problem statement and position is simple. Right? Vijay wins the client, but there's a 32% of iteration we have, right? So we need to understand that what things we are doing to understand the situation well. It is like a cricket match where you're scoring well, but you are shouting inside a team, and that creating a bad atmosphere, and the team member might think of changing the team also. So I just bringing two perspective here. One is the Chanakya Niti and a servant leadership problem. And as soon as Chanakya Niti says that as soon as fear approaches near, attack and destroy it. As you identify that there is a problem, right? So we need to get it fixed. Like king praises one soldier when arming fleets, and so that is example, right? And then servant leader problem say that um, basically servant leader serves team first, and Vijay does opposite. So basically, we need to serve the team first. We need to listen first. We need to understand how the other person can grow, and take a right step. If you go to the next slide, um, Nikita, if you go to next slide.
Right. Sorry. Sorry, my laptop got stuck. Sorry.
Yeah,
You
and
can
then next, we have a four-step approach. Basically, we do first praise that Vijay he did a great job, like added a value feedback. And second thing is that share the fact, right? Share the fact that 32% of the employees are getting leaving in the company, right? So, and the third step is the coach the Vijay and give the right step to learning, right? It's more about delegation of work, mentoring the work, and all, right? And give a support to Vijay also, right? And the ruler who ignores the pain loses the kingdom. So basically, if you don't understand it, don't do this thing, maybe you destroy the team itself, right? So with these four simple steps, right, we can in the meeting, in the dinner meeting, they can present the idea and get it resolve this problem. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Thank you, Jatin. Anajit, can you tell what you think about it?
Yeah, thank you, Pujito. So, good evening, everyone. Today we are here basically for this award-based case review about the unmanageable star performer. Basically, the case revolves around this Stefan's leadership diploma, where Vijay is a star performer with a very good, strong revenue and having like key clients, but has a very weak people leadership skills. The questions which we should ask here is shall we replace Vijay or like develop him as a leader? My recommendation will be straight like we need to retain Vijay and coach him or and take the accountability so that he can turn into a good leader. So starting with the first slide, uh, like what are the factors that will actually like shape the Stephens decision? So there are the four constraints that I have figured out. Basically, the business performance, the people whom the Stephens has interacted. They suggested like 32% of them are like there is a turnover, there's a fear burnout. The another constraint is the leadership constraint where there is one meeting definitely won't change everything, and definitely Vijay needs coaching for sure. And the organizational risks is like the dependency on the Vijay is too much, and what will be the long term impact? The theory which actually they suggest this constraint is like a great trader should actually build people, not just the profits. So now let's look to the like how Stephen should approach this conversation with the Vijay in the dinner. So in the dinner is basically the start of the change. It's just to build trust, not to criticize. The goal would be straight and simple is to have the behavioral improvement. Acknowledge the success, the what he has made, what Vijay has done, like the business results and the revenues. Understand the perspective, how he manages or like the leadership style. Present the objectives like the evidence such as the like the 32% turnover, the feedbacks of the employee, and agree on the improvement that there certain things need to improve, and then plan a follow up like how we can like do this continuous or like the agree with the behavioral goals. So this actually follows a situational leadership which actually suggests like coaching is better than just replacing the leader. Going to the like the next slide, changes that are required. Actually, these changes require organization support. So one meeting won't be enough. So going to the last slide, actually the dinner starts the change. The organization actually helps to sustain those changes and to make long-term implementation. Employer turnover, as we know, is 32%, which actually signals the urgent leadership issue. Need an organizational action too. So as per the Stefan should actually present this objective evidence like the turnover data and employee feedback with the management and suggest how the leadership development program should be initiated, like the executive coaching or the 360 feedback or the accountability, which will ultimately lead to the better build of the whole organization as a leadership as well as the working environment, as the firm doesn't have to rely singly on one person. I will also like to quote the Satya Nadella example. Like he has been running the Microsoft for like from 2014. Is this all possible because of the strong culture and the performance he has retained, and that's why Microsoft is like standing at the top of the today. In conclusion, I would be recommending that retaining Vijay would be a very good option and transforming his leadership skill through coaching and accountability. This balances both like the business performance with effective people leadership and ensure a long-term organizational success. Thank you.
Thank you, Arnajit. Hariharan, what do you think about it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, my opinions are just as simple. So to address this Vijay's leadership skills. So what if I do if I was Stephen in that at that place during the dinner? So my first opinion is that to just directly say to Vijay about his leadership, what he is doing as of now till now, what others think of his leadership. So I'll just be straightforward and just tell what the exact numbers that he achieves between among the employees, what is the exact numbers that also he achieves as part of the target with the clients. So I'll just be straightforward and address the issue with him directly during that dinner night. And the second opinion is that apart from the targets that he achieves with the clients and all the performances, I'll just include these people metrics like how he engages with people and how he just interacts with them. All those metrics I'll just include it in Vijay's overall performance, and based upon that, I'll provide him salary or maybe the bonus for the annual business quarters. So this is second opinion. And coming to the third point is that I'll just give him a certain period of time, certain amount of time, just to just to get him changed, just change his attitude over the employees, just correct his leadership skills, just provide him 90-day window. And if that's not worked out, maybe I can simultaneously train a person that comes up to Vijay's level, so that after the 90-day trial, if he fails, I can just replace him with maybe another person or possible. And coming to the last opinion for me is that I just want to the people who raised concerns, the Rehan, Caroline. So they just raised the concerns about the Vijay's leadership, how he behaves. So I just want to know them, let them know that see, this is the issue that I'm addressing in this type of way. I'm just asking to Vijay about him, about the issues that are being faced over here in Mumbai. So I'll just let them know. I'm addressing this issue. So in that way, I'm making comfortable about I'm making feel comfortable about the team members and making them sure that this issue being addressed. So that's all about all of my opinions. Yeah.
Thank you, Hariharan. Krishna, what do you think about it?
Yeah, let me share my screen. Yeah, so basically, before Stefan says anything critical, he need to acknowledge the value he's created. So he needs to establish that this conversation isn't an attack on Vijay's performance. Vijay built this practice from nothing, and the results speak for themselves. If Stefan skips this and jumps straight to the problems, Vijay is likely to get defensive and shut the conversation down. So which is exactly what happened when Aparna, the HR head, tried to raise the survey results with him. So, and the second point that I would say is he need to name the cost in business terms, not personality terms. The temptation here is to tell Vijay he's too harsh or too demanding, but that's a personal judgment and it invites an argument about his character and all, which is not necessary. So it's far more effective to put the actual numbers on the table, which is like 32% turnover, the worst survey results in the firm. Framed that way, if it's a business risk to the practice which I built, not a complaint about who is a person. So that reframe makes it much harder for him to dismiss. And the third point that I would like to say is he needs to connect the dots here. So Vijay may genuinely not realize that his behavior is driving people out. So he might just see himself as holding people on a high standard. Stefan needs to draw a direct line for him. The case gives a clear example on that, which is like there's a person called Amal, right? That person is a promising junior partner, it seems. So has his idea dismissed in front of the whole team and disengages afterwards. So that's the kind of moment Stefan should point to, and talented people are leaving or checking out because they don't feel safe bringing him ideas or bad news. And the fourth point would be reframe people leadership as part of the job. Throughout the case, everyone around Vijay treats his harshness as just the price of working with a brilliant, driven person, almost like it's forgivable because he's so good. Stefan needs to challenge that assumption directly. At Vijay's level, developing and retaining talent isn't nice to have alongside the job. It is the job. So just as much as winning businesses. So being hard to work for isn't a big thing for high performance. It's actually a gap in his performance. And next point would be to offer support. Uh, this point matters because how Stefan delivers this feedback determines whether Vijay improves or becomes defensive and disengaged himself. So instead of just telling him to change, Stefan should offer something concrete or something which is very firm, where an executive coach or pairing him with someone strong who can own the people management side and all. So the final point that I would like to say is set one clear, measurable expectation. Vague feedback like be nicer to your team, so and so. So that won't lead anywhere. Stefan should close the conversation by agreeing on something specific and trackable. So revisiting the survey scores and turnover. For example, I'm saying, for example, revisiting the survey scores and turnover numbers in 90 days. That turns the conversation from a one-time talking into a real mutual commitment that both sides can held accountable to. So ultimately, this dinner only succeeds if Vijay walks away believing the firm needs him to grow as a leader, not just perform it on the whole. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Krishna. Shivam, what do you think about it?
Yeah. I'll just start presenting. Is it visible?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So, regarding the case study, I'll share my opinion, like how I interpreted the whole case. So, as we see, Vijay is a star performer there. Uh, he's giving the bigger turnover for the whole company, and he also has his like little bit of strongness there that they won't leave him. Uh, they won't push him out like that. So, as a regional head, Stephen's hands got tied with Vijay. So he's like in a situation where he couldn't proceed further on direct actions on him. So how I interpreted this situation is like Vijay became a tiger in a situation where we can't reason with a tiger when our head is in its mouth. So it's a nice quote from Winston Churchill. This clearly explains the Vijay's autocratic style of handling is the whole business and the staffs. So we see this in the Thomas Killman instrument. So Vijay's mode is like in a competing mode, rather than where Stephen tries to become make him into a collaborative mode, so that he becomes in a mode where high assertiveness and cooperativeness is there. So to handle this situation well, we have to see it in another perspective where Mackenzie's seven is rule is there, where the hard S's are totally favoring him or encouraging him on his style, like the high profit and the overall company's systems is favoring him to become a leader who is actually who he is now. But the soft S's, the staffs and the shared values, etc., are not in a well state there. We have to fix the system uh, so that the employee becomes the best thing on the system. So to fix the system, um, I thought of these four steps. Uh, like the steps actually pull our head out of the tiger's mouth. So for the first step, the pander and the pivot, in the dinner, like Stephen should not directly go and take actions on Vijay. Like he wants to say that for him to get promoted or to get to the next level, he has to prove that he can lead and grow a team, not just working alone as a hard man who is very much demanding. As we know that true leader actually builds leaders. So Vijay should understand this thing, so that he build the successive members as leaders and make them work in a well and comfortable manner, so that the work is not very much demanding. And we can Stephen also can prepare a backup plan, like the second in command Aparna, uh, to meet his clients and have their trust over her also. So this in turn gives a practice for Vijay to make their staffs like comfortable with him and not in a demanding manner. So
Right.
the company
Thank you,
also,
Stefan.
yeah.
Neeraj, what do you think about it?
Yeah, Pujita. So my points align, like few points align with the other team members, but I have a different perspective of that. Just wait a second. Is my screen visible? Can you?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet, right? Just a second. Seems like a technical issue. One second. Okay, meanwhile, Swagata, you can continue. I'll put my point next to you.
Yeah, so Is that fine? Fujita, can I just go along with the time?
Yes, Swagata, go ahead.
Yeah. Just a second. Let me share my screen. Good evening, everyone. I'm audible, right?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, basically, to address this issue, the first thing that I think needs to be placed in the dinner is that what is the mindset that Vijay is go through currently. To start with, uh, uh, firstly, the thing is that the points that everyone has talked about, I am totally agreeing to what they're saying, the emotional intelligence part and these things. So. Uh, One thing that I would just like to add on in this area is that to understand the mindset of Vijay, uh, because what exactly is going on in his mind, that emotional empathy, like how he is approaching his colleagues, his juniors, that needs to be fixed before some kind of decisions can be given. So that is something that needs to be sought out while the conversation starts in the dinner in the first place. And secondly, what I feel is that there has been a hierarchical distribution of these things. So, if like why I'm saying this is hierarchical distribution in the sense that if Vijay is doing something, then it is not only that Vijay is doing. So there is a high chance that the other people who are working they are getting overshadowed because I am not disregarding Vijay's credibility or accountability or his contribution to the company. But what I am trying to say is that there needs to be proper uh, tracking, so to say, or there should be proper systems through which the entire company knows that how the other employees or the people who are working with Vijay, they are also getting attributed for the tasks that they're doing. So that is another thing. And one more thing that I can talk about is that this like that this draws me from like saying that mindset because Vijay is saying that he will leave the company. He has given the resign before. So is it just a tactical step that he is taking to behold his stand, or it is actually his mindset of switching the company for the betterment of his career? So these kind of emotional quotients or the mindsets that Vijay is going through, I think, is something that can be figured out over a dinner. And then it will be on a better note that if he can, uh, what to say, if he can figure those things out and create or do something in the administration body so that they can decide on the next step. So that will be my take on this issue. Thank you.
Thank you, Swagato. Neeraj, can you present now?
Yeah, yeah. No, I will. Just a sec, guys. Again, it's asking for me. Just give me a minute.
Okay. Tushar, can you go in the meanwhile?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let me just present. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes,
All
you
right.
can go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so we are talking about the problem, but I would want to look at it from a theoretical sense. As many have already discussed about what kind of issue that we are having here. It's not just about the economical issues that the or financial issues that the company could have because of this overgrowing um, this mismanagement that is going on with Vijay. It is also important to look at the emotional intelligence and psychological safety of the employees, as mentioned, as the theories of Goldman and Edmondson mention. So it is clear that Vijay is lacking empathy. It's not that, as Swagato has rightly said, we also need to understand the side of Vijay where is Vijay coming from? Vijay might not be doing it because he likes to do it or because he likes to be bossy. This might be just about he does not understand how to be empathetic towards his employees and how to make relationships in the work environment that could sustain and also grow in the same manner. Maybe he has always worked in an individualistic setting. He is very good at what he does, of course. That's why there are gains in the company, but we cannot just discredit the feelings and the experiences that other people are having because of him. Also, it also mentions about the psychological safety, because the company is, if the company neglects the issue, the safety of the employees will also be compromised. It can also lead to different issues. For example, it can get so much escalated that there might be more the employees might leave the company in heavier numbers. Also, there might be some backlash legally as well, as we are seeing that the world is becoming more and more sensitive towards mental health. So Vijay, seeing the process is transactional, not transformational. This is exactly what others have also said. So what my advice, or what my approach would be, to coach and develop. So uh, we are already seeing that is lacking something. Vijay is not all perfect. The first step is to break that notion in Vijay's head itself. That is the job of Stefan as a manager. Now, how should he do this? Is, of course, like as Prasida has said that we should do it soft, as it a soft launching. I do not agree with that. I think. Stefan as a manager has to step up, has to be firm about his hand, and has to very clearly communicate what are the problems that Vijay is causing in the company. Yes, the gains and everything is fine, but I think psychological safety and emotional intelligence are way more important than short-term financial gains. Those can be replicated with another high performing employee, but can the company again develop trust in other employees? I don't think so. That's easier and to replicate, right? So obviously we need to be firm. It retains the performance, improves behavior. It requires time. Obviously there is no guarantee of change, but I think it's the most positive and sustainable option that we can see. So there is a pipeline that we can follow. We can feedback. We can have like a transition. We can have long term impacts as well. KPIs and surveys, as like somebody mentioned, and then we can have regular reviews. So the final verdict is that Vijay should not be ignored nor dismissed. There should be a structural coaching, but if it does not solve it, then we might have to look at other options to handle the issue. That is what I think about this.
Thank you, Tushar.
Yeah, Pujit, I am able to do that right now.
Okay.
Yeah, my point aligns with the team members' points in few cases, but also I would say like having a single point of failure with Vijay is not at all a good point in organization perspective. So I feel that has to be removed in the first place. So, like having a 32% annual attrition due to one point of failure is like critical failure, I would say, not in just normal failure. So, senior management and the senior partner leaders should first initially work on that, having the motivating points and hygiene broken points from the Vijay's case. So, I feel like this cannot be dealt with a single dinner or something. This has to be like a organizational restructuring kind of thing. So I would say I would prioritize that instead of even though the dinner might go well or not go well, like that has to be taken into case. And also instead of putting that as an issue with us, Vijay, I would say like we need to share the data with Vijay, and also we need to take it as a shared task instead of putting as an KPI or something. So which will make him more responsible for the attrition. Like as a Vijay is a like a star performer of the group, so he will understand that attrition is also a big setback for the organization. So he can start working on it. Like he can get self realization on that instead of someone coaching him or pointing out the things like he has to do. He has to take the ownership of that. Like he has to take the guilt of it or something. Like if we can present it as an organizational problem, it would be good for them. That's what I feel in this case.
Thank you, Neeraj. To
Yeah.
summarize, I think every one of us agreed that they should have the conversation. Stephen should be talking about Vijay and how the whole work style is affecting people. But how the conversation goes, I think we all have differing opinions about that. Some believe that we have to talk in a way that it's positive, reinforce about the fact and the role that he plays in the company, give positive feedback. Some say that we have to talk in the language that he would understand, in the numbers, show them how it's impacting the work because that's what he's best with. But collectively, we agree on the fact that the conversation must happen and it should not be avoided. Thank you, everyone, for joining. That's it for today.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
guys.
Thank you.